It's Johnny Retro Time. It's Johnny Retro Time. Let's talk.
Today's video will be doing a part 2 of my video game collection. And these are retro titles, so all these range from NES to N64. Let's check it out. That says Star Wars backwards, doesn't it? Time to get on with the games. Don't mind the retro mess over here. I'm just trying to get these cables and stuff all figured out. But let's get on with the games. So, just to let you know, I acquired these from a guy at work. Older gentleman. He had a crate full of NES stuff. I can just show you real quick. I got a console that's kind of like in disrepair. I was trying to fix it. Came with the NES Advantage you see down there, the light gun, cables, a bunch of manuals. Pretty cool stuff. But anyways, some of these games are a little rough looking. A lot of sticker residue and stuff. They just need cleaned up. But we'll start with the games. Hogan's Alley. This was this used a light gun, so you would point the light gun at the TV, and then I don't know how the science of the light gun works, but it's something to do with the IR, I'm assuming, and then it registers with the TV screen, and then I don't know. Anyways, Hogan's Alley. Never tried it yet. I heard it was okay. We'll start with Kickle Cubicle something. Never heard of this game. Never played it. It's got a lot of sticker residue on there. It just needs cleaned up with some Goo Gone. Other than that, moving on. Got Tenjin Pac-Man. When I was a kid, I thought Pac-Man was boring, but as an adult, it wasn't bad. It's a mind-numbing experience, I guess. I don't know if this game is called Wooden Water Rage or TNC Surf Designs. Not a clue. So, never tried this one, I don't think. This doesn't look familiar, but keep going on. There's like 30 of these I gotta go through. Track and Field. Made by Konami. Never really played this one either. There's a lot of these I never even played. But in due time. Classic, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I love this game. It's one of my favorite NES games. Of course, I love boxing games, as you can tell in my last video game collection video. Paperboy. This game has so many renditions on different consoles, like Sega, Genesis. So I think there's a Super Nintendo version, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Paperboy for the NES. Interesting. So, RC Pro-Am. I heard this game was very popular. I never really played it when I was a kid, but it is what it is. Here we go. Got Golf. I'm kind of going to blow through these here. Battletoads. I heard the second one was really good. Championship Bowling. Super Off-Road. What's that name say? Ivan Iron Man Stewart. Super Off-Road. I'm assuming he raced trucks, I'm assuming. I'm unfamiliar with that name. Before my time, more than likely. Ghoul School. This was an interesting title. Skate or Die. Bubble Bobble. I heard the second one was really good too. Rad Racer. Friday the 13th. LJN. Volleyball. One of my all-time favorites. I had this when I was a kid too. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Funny how all of them are wearing red bandanas. So these are all Raphael's, apparently. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Very interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Jaws. Again. LJN. Oh. I had this game when I was a kid, and I didn't know how to play it, but I pretended like I knew how. But as an adult, I know how now for sure, I promise you. This was a very fun game. Snoopy Silly Sports Spectacular. I don't think I've ever played this one. Interesting. Okay, now I want to go off to the duplicates. So, let's start with this. I have Duck Hunt. Classic. Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt Combo. Again, Super Mario's and Duck Hunt Combo. Super Mario Brothers 3. Super Mario Brothers 3. Sight Bike. Sight Bike. This one definitely needs cleaned up. It's got a GameStop sticker on there, and somebody wrote Smooth? Snooth? And Sharpie? I don't know. What? Okay. Tetris? Tetris? And 2 copies of Blades of Steel. Konami. That's it for the NES. Let's move on to the Super Nintendo. Let's go to one of my all-time favorite Super Nintendo games, Super Mario All-Stars. This was basically Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3 in Super Nintendo graphics. It's very interesting. Loved it. We're going to go to Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. Very good game. Hard, but very good. Then we got Ken Griffey Jr.'s Major League Baseball. And we have Super Mario World, a must-own on the Super Nintendo. Then we have a very sleek black cartridge of Killer Instinct. This needs cleaned up a little bit. It would look great. Then I have Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. Then I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. And I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 5, Turtles in Time. And I have Super Punch-Out. Love this game. And then we have Disney's Aladdin. It's a very, very fun game, too. That's it for the Super Nintendo. Now we're going to the Sega Genesis. So, first one we have is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, which I do have this on Super Nintendo as well. How about that? Next, we have Toxic Crusaders. If you're familiar with the movie Toxic Avenger, you would recognize this character. A very interesting movie, I must say. We got Toe Jam and Earl. Jammin'. We have the Tenjin Paperboy. Then we have Streets of Rage 2. NBA Jam. Michael Jackson Moonwalker. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And then we have Sonic and Knuckles on this weird cartridge. I was told that you would take Sonic 3, or if it was Sonic 2, I can't remember. But you would insert it in here, put it in your Sega, and then you would have Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic 3 or 2, whatever, which one it was, I can't remember. But yeah, that's it for the Sega Genesis. Now we gotta move on to Nintendo 64. And here we go. Kobe Bryant and NBA courtside. This was probably the very first basketball game I've ever played. Loved it. San Francisco Rush. Extreme Racing. WCW Backstage Assault. I remember I got this one year for Christmas, a long time ago. And this was the only game I've ever seen with a blue cartridge. And I wanted a wrestling game so bad, and then I got this for Christmas, and it was so interesting because you would literally fight anywhere but the ring. It would be like in a like a dock area, a locker room, like a rest park. I don't remember, but different places besides a ring. It was crazy. I love this game. Turok 2: Seeds of Evil. Classic. Star Fox 64. And Diddy Kong Racing. Very good. And then one more I wanted to show. It's for GameCube, but I picked it up. Soul Calibur 2. I love this game. It's probably one of my favorite fighters on the GameCube. And that's it for my video game collection part 2. If you haven't subscribed or hit that notification bell icon, please do. That helps me and the channel out tremendously. And that's it. Does that say Star Wars normally now? I thought it was backwards earlier.